Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic Blind. Very small little intro section here to next episode. I mean, I guess it's this episode. Time and everything, but yeah. We are on the Azure Songs server, and for the last 600 episodes, things have been doing fine. But recently, free transfers off were added. So the server went from one of the smallest to the majority of people leaving. So as much as I was fine with how it was previously, for the most part, dungeons were okay to get. If the majority of people are gone, it goes from doable to not doable. So we are going to be taking the free transfer here. But first, we need to make sure everything is in order here. Specifically, we can't have anything on the auction house or the mailbox. So I'm going to open this up, get all of our stuff back. Hopefully this fits in here. And we did sell some things, so that's nice. Get our last bits of gold here as we leave. And then we got some mail here too. That's something I'm supposed to deliver to you. To your hands only. Eric Erickson. Those should find you only after you're level 80. I am level 80. So failed, stop reading now. Space-time continuum depends on it. Remember when the Infinite were after you in Dragonblight? Well, that time has finally come, and they're finally after you now. You have to protect yourself so you can become strong enough to protect yourself. Just like you are now. Look, don't think too much about it. Meet me at Wormrest Temple, and I'll explain it in person. Chromie. Interesting. So let's make a copy of this letter. We can deal with that later. And we will delete this in here. And also, another message here. Thanks. Let us see what this is. Ah, yes. It's that. No thanks. No thanks for that. Yeah, that means the box is empty. That should be the auction house, also empty. So long, Azure Song. It's been great, but our choice was made for us, unfortunately. So let us see if this will work. And here we are. Definitely more people here, that's for sure. Multiple times more people. So that's pretty good. We'll actually be able to do stuff. At least that's the dream. Yeah, this is even multiple more times the amount of people than there were before everyone left. So, yeah. Not bad at all. Now we need to deal with this inventory. Start by selling some stuff here.
What are you looking for?
Can we repair stuff? Might as well. Alright, what do we got to sell here? Got some gray stuff. I guess we don't have the auction prices for anything. We should probably not sell anything that isn't gray. Or soulbound, I guess. So soulbound leather with magicness. I don't need that. Gray hat. Gray hat. There's also the question of how the whole market's gonna be. It's a new area. Soulbound cloth belt. Spell power. I don't need that. Cloak of blade turning. It's got resilience and armor. Was level 70. 31 stamina on that. When our Keep here has 47 and has some dodge. I don't know anything about resilience, really. There's some adamantite. Yeah, there's definitely potential for new market here. I think we really need to... I mean, we want to put a lot of this stuff back on the market either way. We should probably pop on over to the auction house here. Just get it out of my inventory, too. Would be helpful. See if things are also popping off in Ironforge. Doesn't seem too likely, but you never know. Alright. Get over to the auction house here. Also, I switched back to the whole DPS set and other talents and all that, and saved all of the stuff here, so that works nicely. I just had to set it up when I switched my talents the previous time. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here at the auction house. All sorts of stuff here. Do a full scan. There's also potential that a full scan could be a lot larger here, too. What with the whole way more people. Probably doing way more transactions and all that. 7,560 items. That's decent. Let's see what we can do here. Unknown. This has an auction house value. We're not gonna have any previous information about anything. Level 46 item, level 49 item. Doesn't feel like anything's gonna be super wanted. Tender wolf meat. There's some plus for that. Healing potion. Some mage weave cloth. Nether weave cloth. Or another weave cloth. This is bind on equip. It's more for the vendor price there. This would technically disenchant this, but it's gonna probably just give us it's gonna give really low level materials, which probably wouldn't actually sell for anything, so not too worried about that. We'll vendor these. I mean, this has... Somebody's trying to sell one. It's got all sorts of weird resistances. That could be theoretically useful for something. I don't know. We can sell those. This is a 360 jewel crafting thing here. Craft an Eye of the Night. Level 70 kind of business. So again, lower level stuff at this point. That's basically the same as vendor price. This Bright Crimson Spinel is soulbound plus 20 attack power. That's interesting. Let's bind on equip. Same value. This is a soulbound back. I wonder what resilience does. That is sell. We'll sell this adamantite. That's worth selling. And these moats. This is a level 76 wand, which potentially worth more in the disenchant. Stamina, intellect, spell power. Level 76. Interesting. Yeah, the disenchant's more of just an average. Or it might even be the maximum. It depends what you get from the disenchanting, so not too worried either way. Go 15 on that. We're just trying here. We got this here. Yeah, it looks like we're getting more of these kind of business with different versions of the same thing. But the actual of power or of whatever is definitely the thing that really matters. So let's do a couple of these. Get some of these. We can sell any of these, that'd be great. I'll keep the cobalt bars for now. I mean, I guess we don't really need the cobalt bars. We got a few of those just for making some stuff. Some citrines, chalcedonies, tiger lilies, autumn glow, sun crystals, and unique equipped. Storm Jewel 1 plus 20 hit rating. Matches a yellow socket. Auction $499.99. Where did we get this? Rigid Storm Jewel. Neat. We're 99 gold. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm gonna go see where we got this. This is interesting. Yeah, we got that from a fishing treasure bag, so that's pretty cool. This might even be more gold than it was on the previous area. I also didn't sell it either that time, so maybe we'll have better luck this time. Very interesting. We got our old necklace here. It's an interesting idea, this old necklace. It's got hit and expertise, but we lose attack power and critical strike and strength. So, I'm okay with departing with that for right now. Then we have this letter here from Chromie for level 80 stuff, potentially, in the Dragon Blight. So, I think I'll put that in the bank for now. We'll look into that in the future. We also have a few other things we can sell, like the old dagger and the axe and the other dagger. We don't need to train one-handed axes or daggers anymore, so we can just not have these right now. That's good. Let's see if it has a better vendor. Reasonable. Blade, mushroom, hold that. And these are all soul bound too, so not much we can do about that. Getting some auctions found for various things here. That's always good. 20 attack power. That's not super crazy by any means. I think we got 12 strength here. And that was just from a gem that we purchased. So technically we could save a little bit of money here if we keep this around for a little bit. And this other cape here, it's got resilience. I think that is, yeah, that's something for very tanking kind of business. Reduces chance to be critically hit. That's pretty good. There's a chance of mana drain, damage of critical strikes by some percent. So it's got less stamina than the tanky. This one has dodge rating though. Reduces the chance to be critically hit by 0.23%. That doesn't seem like a lot. And then if we put on the, yeah, this all, okay, defense here also decreases chance to be critically hit. If we put on the other tanking cape. 0 still. Okay, that's more defense rating. This dodge rating. Gives dodge. 0.4 dodge. It's probably not a huge deal either way. Just kind of mana drain, damage to critical strikes, but reduces the damage of critical strikes too. But it's also more of a reduces damage from players and their pets. That part's definitely not helpful. It's a purple though, that's something. Let's put back on the DPS bit here. Let's run the bank for now. I think we should be good then. Also, I think we can get rid of these, since our higher level weapons here, like the axe here and this axe here, can't even use these since they're higher than 165, apparently.
You got my attention.
So, nothing we can really do with that right now. Put this... Bank's getting a little full. Not gonna worry about that too much. Guess we can sell some more cobalt. Yeah, because I don't think any of our recipes are really using cobalt anymore either. That's Serenite, Shadow Crystal. Probably not gonna use anything that uses the extra bits here. Serenite, Air Crystals. Got any? Yeah, just Serenite. Just Serenite all the time here.
Here there.
Let's sell some cobalt. Guess we also sell some cobalt ore. We don't really need that either.
Be good.
Look about that. Look at smelting here. Smelting cobalt is profitable right now, in theory. I guess we go. I mean, we'll just put the cobalt away. We'll smelt it later. That's just gonna take more time right now. Not too worried about that. And we can grab out an extra potion here. Great. And we've got, yep, extra bandage. Also good. And we need another elixir of some description. Penetration, expertise rating, crit rating, strength, agility, hit rating, all stats, intellect, max health, defense. Alright, we definitely don't need this one in our bank. Use intellect. I mean, I guess we could use that when we want to train some other weapons up or maybe, or whatever. Let's just get out the strength elixirs. That'll be good. And I have one more mammoth meal here. What are these ones? Attack power and stamina. This one's strength and spirit. This is slightly lower level. What else we got? I don't really use these often enough for it to be a huge deal. Haste, critical strike, attack power, spell power, and stamina. I mean, the attack power is pretty good there. We'll take the clam chowders. We'll use up this mammoth meal the next time we use a well-fed buff.
Watch, get her back.
That worked. And these don't have a auction price. That's okay. Yeah. Still slightly disappointed that there does not seem to be higher level sharpening stones, but there might be other things I haven't found. We will sell some more stuff here. A little bit of options here. 7. Now let's do max stacks of 5 here. I'm gonna go too crazy. Are we selling those for 7 gold each? That seems unlikely. Yeah, you never know. It's the only it's the best sharpening stones in the game. If they work, they work, I guess. And we'll just keep the scrolls on us, it's fine. So yeah, now we got a little bit more inventory space to work with here. I want to move around. Got the tank set up, except for trinkets. Still looking for tank trinkets. Would be convenient. Alright, let's head back out. Vendor these at some location. Really don't use any of these scrolls. Probably just get rid of them all. Like with the barmaid here. So those. Yeah, none of these are worth basically anything.
See you later.
Really depends on what effects are going down. Let's get some quests back on the list here. Got the ghost fish. Wanted to go over there. And also we got a cooking quest.
Hey there.
Good to keep this going.
Safe travels.
Sewer stew with the carrots and chilled meats.
See you around.
Can do. Go get the chilled meat out of the bank. Then we have to pop down and get the carrots. It's gonna be interesting to see how so many more people affects things.
Safe travel.
They have a train. They're having a good time. Let's go get some carrots. How it affects like competition for resources and quests and stuff. I know there's like a whole system for like layering, so there's not a million people all in the same place. We'll see what that means for us. This doesn't seem. Oh, this. Okay, that's what happened. So it saved the snowy griffin from the previous system here. We need the swift one. There we go. Even saved that from the other setup. There we go. Now we're faster, which is always nice. Let's find some carrots at breakneck speed. That is a fire. Carrot. See another carrot right over there. Perfect. There's quests up above us in Dalaran and all that. Alright, third carrot. And there's one. If we go fast, we can definitely cover more ground here. Twilight Rivulet. Carrot, 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 carrot. Almost moving too fast. I guess it's not a bad problem to have. To the sewer. Away. Yeah, we got the map here completed. That's good. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount of stuff to do just here in Crystal Song Forest. Yes, that's fine. If we turn around, no, we can't turn around. We go straight out here. That gets us to like the middle. Still weird that you can't fly here. Yeah, it's all right. What corners are the downs in? Over here. There's one. Cut the corner there. Go, turn in this. Use their furnace here, very conveniently. With this cook pot. And there we go.
Hey there.
Nice and easy.
See you later. See you around. Have a good one.
Wild. This really got too many actual spices from that one. Unfortunate. Nope. Use that on him. That's not quite right. Vendors for 5. That's not really worth messing with. Alright. Oh, we're so quick. Hey, we just look quick because we were baby size. Love that. Conservation of speed no matter what size you are. But it doesn't... It has to play the animation faster or slower, which is always hilarious. Alright. So we have a fishing quest to go to Skullzar Basin at some point, but that is literally the opposite direction of where we need to be going, so probably not do that. Let's see what flight paths we have available. One thing I want to see if we can test here is if the regular flying mount is as fast as the flight paths. We'll wait until somebody flies away. He's about as fast. Maybe not quite. Acceptable, though. So I think we can just zoom our way over to Zuldrak. Look here at what we are working with. Need to go to kill Hebjin. Oh, we're flying to Storm Peaks, apparently. Just on the edge. Very good. We got all these different quest items to use here too. Underworld power fragments. Cody's blowgun to shoot the ice paw bears. Bat net to net a bat. Shocker. And a knife to scalp patrol. This is Zuldrak. Yep. We're already here. We're very fast. No complaints. With the head to car, collect the house and get the job done. It's up to the bat rookery. So you need to go do the bat stuff. Push her spirit. I think this is gonna go talk to the other animal god there. Scalps from Heb Drakar. Get some ice paw bears from somewhere here. Double rampage. Nice. I've only got a single rampage. Things could definitely be worse. Having double rampage is pretty sweet. Just pop up here to get to an altar. Oh, there's Oars over here. Yoink. Living the dream. Back to mining. Where's this other ore? There it is. Whoop. Yeah, we're mostly interested in getting Serenite at this point. But still. I will take some cobalt. And these spices, and this earth. Definitely need to reorganize the inventory slightly here. That's okay. I think this is, yep, this is where we need to be for one of our quests here. Oh, well, that'll do nicely. You've returned with these underworld power fragments. We need a fragment from you. Portion of my spirit. Snow Leopard Goddess pauses a moment to consider. That's quite an expensive gift, considering this is for revenge. I'm already greatly weakened by the actions of my subduers. Still, I may know a way. Blood of a dead god. Mamtoth, the god of the mammoths, destroyed himself, took much of his temple with him, rather than allowing his trolls to gain his power. If I'm to sacrifice a portion of my spirit, I'll need something with which to bolster myself. Mamtoth left behind an enormous crater to the northeast, just north of the altar of Quetzalcoatl. Within the crater, his blood yet lives. Bring it to me. Collect 7 god blood. Wild. Fair enough. Let's see if we can find these bears. Can we also... Oh, the Runa, Quetzal, and Harkoa. Yeah, the bears weren't around this side. Let's just pop in here quickly. Get ourselves a nice area buff. Always a good choice. 10% boost to all stats while we're here. I can work with that. Yay. Alright. So there is Mamtoth. We can go over there. There's the giant crater. There's tons and tons of altars around here. Most of them having a bad time. We're on the lookout for any bears. There's blood of Mamtoth. It's an enemy. Wild. Squishy. And we're back. Just doing DPS stuff. There's some ore. We need to go actually all the way in there. I mean, they're all just called Blood of Guy. Can I sprint to this guy? I'd love to sprint to that guy. It's always a great time we can just sprint up or down any cliffs. Always a big fan. There's some blood. Bloody good.
I need a target.
Blood of Mamtoth. Perfect. And you get 7 of those. Some rich cobalt here. Delightful. So, water. Interesting we got offerings from him. Not really a troll at all. Am I... Oh, spares. That is something I'm going to need to worry about here. Takes a little bit until it all runs dry, so we'll be fine for at least a little bit here. Not too worried. You got drops from the other blood there. Right. Okay, these ones. There's a lot of ores and blood guys out here. My goodness. No complaints here. That's 5 out of 7. Oh, another one here. I think that's 6. Yeah. And the luck continues. Alright. I think these guys over here or the ones with the bats we need to deal with. There are any Hebjin's bats. While we're here. Invalid target? Not him. There I go. Striker. Scalped. They only have one scalp, unfortunately. Yeah, that doesn't work. Somehow the bats just kind of disappear there. It's pretty wild. It looks like we're gonna have to... No, that's a shared quest, it seems. That works. Scalp him. And some loot. And a scalp. Very good.
Too far away.
Bonk. Yeah, really weird that their mount just disappears, but I mean, to be fair, our mounts also do kind of just disappear. So, that actually does check out, weirdly enough. Here is a big drum. This is probably going to summon the big guy. As much as there is a big guy here. Come on. Who'd be on my drum? Come down there and kill you good, Draenei. Oh, it's Hebjin's back.
I need to target something first.
Now you're gonna die. Net. Now you have a net. How does that make you feel? We did it. We got him in a net. That worked, I guess. Alright, back to scalping. Back to scalping. Never gonna have too much scalping. Offering. Another scalp. Very good. That's a totem. Scalp. And scalp. Yeah. So we're still looking for those bears. Still have not found them. We can use that altar, but that's not as good. These guys here. These are also not bears. This is the altar of Runok. I mean, the spirit of Runok is a giant bear here. So check out there to be some bears nearby, one would think. Oh, there's an ore here, though. I'm good with that. Oh, there's a bear. Finally. You are very difficult to find, these ice ball bears. Check. Ah, it's not. There's another one, right over there. It's an angry male. Hey, we got bears. Alright, let's collect some bears here. In theory. Blowgun. Here's where all the bears are. No. Okay, we're good. Got some chilled meat, though. No complaints there. And we need to find 3 of the ice ball bears here. Specifically have to be female bears. That's what we were tasked to find. There we go. That's one. Oh, it's so fast.
I'm out of range.
Getting really close to these guardians over here. A little concerning. Nope. Got a coarse bear tail though. That's something. We got 1 bear each here so far. Let's slide off that way. I don't think there's gonna be any in here with all these guys. Well, if there was some on this side of the place, maybe there's some on the other mountain slopes here. There's one.
Too far away.
Starting with the information that we at least have here. Yep. Not as good as our 3 for 3 with the snow leopards. We got a titanium lockbox. Great. Still just 2 bears here. The search continues. There's one.
I'm out of range.
Now we're technically in Storm Peaks. There we go. There's an ore up here, which we can go get. And it is cobalt. Way up here, into the Storm Peaks, kinda, technically. The peaks continue up even higher, though. That's for sure. Alright. Well, that'll work on that front. And that is almost all the quests here. Kinney at Dubrajin. That's further up. Deal with these ones here first. Let's avoid these guardians. We'd be able to deal with them, but no need to unnecessarily aggro things. Let's go turn some stuff in here. We lost our buff because we left the zone, technically. Lame. One would think it would just keep working. And only... if you would keep the buff, it would only work while in the zone. Guess that's not exactly how it works. Bring down Hebji.
Later.
You did it. Pagoda gives you a big kiss on the cheek. You have no idea how much of a relief that is to me. Defending against trolls on all sides is really putting a strain on us. Not to mention his incessant yelling. Please, Ergexin, take your pick of what we have to offer. There we got. Got a spell power, magical ring. Nope. Leather shoulders. Got some expertise. Male legs with a bit of attack power and agility and hit rating. Loses a bit of strength and a lot of critical strike. So, reasonable. And some plate gloves here with 37 stamina. These plate gloves here have 81 stamina. I guess we could still put the socket on here anyway, so it's 60. That's still a lot more. Let's take the most expensive thing here.
Be good.
Okay.
How you doing?
And we did our scalping. Interesting, it doesn't seem like we have the actual item for scalps. Guess we didn't bring them back.
BC.
Aw, me thinking that too funny. Okay, Erickson, my kind of dwarf. Still got my knife? Yep, here you go.
You be careful.
And a quest from here.
Who you be?
Brought your animals back. Very fine specimens indeed, Eric Erickson. These are sure to provide many hours of curious speculation amongst my colleagues back home.
Later.
Alright. I'm gonna go to Dubergen and return to Harko at the altar. We will grab this movie. Luckily we have just a ton of these offerings, so we can keep on grabbing that buff whenever we want. So that's nice. And quickly head back over here. Could check the exact difference in speed. It's definitely faster, that's for sure. I wish there were something that we could do to bring Mantoth back to life, but there isn't. We can honor him and his sacrifice by continuing to fight against the Jakari. The blood, it's alive. My goodness. There's some big crystals. Blood of a dead god. Very well, let's see if this works. You reap what you sow. This is what it's come down to. Revenge, Arkoa sighs. Take this ritual kit and act it near Quetzalon's corpse upon her altar. If everything works properly, her spirit should be drawn into the material world. She'll be able to reclaim her power from the prophet. The rest will be up to you, Eric Erickson. You must slay the prophet in his drained state. Can do. Oh boy, another adventuring supply. We're not going to let it stack up to 28 again. That was completely unnecessary. We got this. Quetzalon's ritual. Quetzalon in the material world. Cyril assists you by reclaiming her power from the prophet Quetzalon, leaving him drained. Alright. Over into here. And that weakened Harkoa a bit there. Scion. There's Quetzalon. There's the prophet. Ritual. What is it, you pathetic little worm? Come to die? I recognize your stench. You're the one who stealthed by me on the back of that snow leopard front. Time to die. What? How is this possible? I've come to invite you to my housewarming in the underworld. I'd say come along quietly. We both know that's not going to happen. Little friend here is going to ease your way into the afterlife. Wait, stop. You can't take back the power. No! And... well done. I'll see to it that my prophet enjoys his eternal stay with me. Bye! Well, he's in the afterlife, kinda, but he's still technically dead, but yeah, it's probably fine. It's not going great for pretty much anyone out here. Exploded, dead, 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 captured. It's all a bit of a mess, all things considered. Hey there. Witch Doctor?
How you doing, man?
You reap what you sow.
Be seeing ya.
Witch Doctor shakes his head in disbelief. Sounds like you barely escaped Quetzalon's underworld alive. I'm glad that it's you out there. I don't know if I would have had the courage to deal with that situation. Got some stuff here. We got a magic shield. Not too helpful. Leather of spell power. A necklace of spell power. Some plate hands with 63 base stamina. Well, that's more than this one. This one also has defense and parry. This one just has defense. So it's got, what? 3 more stamina. 2 more defense rating, but no parry rating. Similar. And a one-handed sword with hit and attack power. Not really what we're looking for either. What's the most expensive one, so we'll just take that.
Later.
Oh my. That opened up many quests. Oh, Herko is here now. Hi there. How you doing? Please come to me. I'm here in Zimtorga now. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed the giant snow leopard with glowing eyes just chilling over here. The key of Warlord Zolmaz. Nick Erickson, we need a key to unlock the chains of the Rhino God, Akali. And now he is being prepared for the slaughter. The Jakari Warlord Zolmaz carries the key. In your exploits, he has secluded himself and his family at their stronghold up the steppes to the northeast. The Warlord is strong. He will need help. You combine the Tiki, sword, and incantation of his family members. You'll be able to summon such help as you challenge him before his home's gate. Ask you to acquire the key of Warlord Zolmaz. Okay. I cannot stress how important it is you acquire the Warlord's key, no matter the cost. You better get this back to Harkoa ASAP.
What you want?
Text caches.
Stay away from the...
Pardon me, Eric Erickson. I'm given to understand that you might be heading northeast up to Zolmaz's stronghold. Such a trip presents a great opportunity for us to conclude our Jakari goods gathering. As I've come to know, the Jakari warlord is extremely paranoid. He's had all of his caches at the stronghold hexed with dire magic. Rumor has it that his Tiki warriors carry the cure, but who can say? If you find the time to acquire some of those goods, I'd be most appreciative. Get 12 of the caches, which are apparently booby trapped, so we need to deal with that also.
Spirits be with you, man.
Alright. And more from these guys.
Don't be shy.
Enchanted Tiki warriors.
Spirits be with
I
you.
know that you're heading up to the Zolmaz stronghold to the northeast, warrior. While you're there, I need you to deal with the warlord's special guardians. The enchanted Tiki warriors, as they're called, represent a very real threat. If the Jakari were to mass produce them, we'd quickly be overrun. Let's you and I demonstrate they're not worth the effort to create, shall we? Destroy.
Bye-bye now.
And Hune,
Come get the...
Woolly Justice. Hune, hear about your trip to Manthoth Cratermon. The children of Manthoth are enraged and cry out for justice. While the avenue northeast, up the steps to the next tier of Zoldrak. On your right, you will find what's left of the altar of Manthoth. When you get there, flash this medallion of Manthoth in the front of the eyes of one of the enraged mammoths. It'll calm him down for a little bit. Then you hop on its back, ride around, trampling all of Manthoth disciples you can find. Wild. Alright. And so we are heading up to the next tier. It's up and up and up as we get closer and closer to the dungeon business here. It's all going to culminate, of course. There's a guardian contract brute, something. Let's find Raged Mammoth. Here we go. Medallion. Hop on the enraged mammoth here. And stomp.
I'm still recharging.
Trample them to death. Trample.
Can't start yet.
Yeah, charge here. We
Spell this
get the next guy. We can charge him to trample him to death.
still recharging. That spell is
Stomp, 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 stomp.
can't start yet.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. They really do be getting trampled here. My goodness. And charge over here. There's our raptor down there.
Can't start yet.
This is working.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Can't
There's definitely different tiers of quote-unquote vehicle combat. Some of them are a bit more interesting than others. This one's pretty simple. We just stomp. There we go. Oh, that worked. Delightful. And now we zip out of here. Over to this stronghold. Enchanted Tiki Warrior. Interesting. Interesting kind of guy. Got a flickering torch. There's the cache. We probably want to get the cure thingies first. Would probably be a good idea. There is a hex remover. Removes all strong hexes from friendly target. We can just deal with that. I guess we can just stack up the problems. If we need, I'll kill you. Eh. We got his Tiki. There's a hex remover. Here's the cache we needed. Very interesting enemies here. Tiki warriors. Wow. Definitely very different. These guys. Get some caches. Let's see what this curse does. This just a random bit of random hexes. 6,000 shadow damage. Physical damage. Such and such. Damage done reduced by 55%. Generally not what you want. Taking a whole bunch of extra damage. We could remove these hexes. Not too worried about it right now. $6,000 shadow damage. Well, let's not take 6,000 shadow damage. How about that? Another Tiki guy. Some extra hex removers here. Really solid choice. 7 caches. Got loot over here we can grab. We're doing pretty good on the caches here. Isn't there... What do we want to get here? The Tiki sword and incantation of his family members. Speaking demonic, increases casting time by 25%. Wild. Not going to speak demonic. Take a whole bunch of damage. Stop that. Fight this guy to get to the next cache here easily enough. So, just a whole bunch more damage. Pick this one up. Clear these two. I just need to get one more cache here. Oh, here is Tearing. That's the incantation. And here's the last cache we needed. And we will dispel that. Beautiful. Here's the incantation. We just need one more family members drop here. It's probably going to be in one of the towers here. There's Drekmaz. Right over there. Yara. Yeah, they're done. There's the sword. Combined with Drekmaz Tikish Dervish Ceremony. Tiki Dervish Ceremony. Summon an enchanted Tiki Dervish to assist you in challenge against Warlord Zolmaz. When used in front of Zolmaz Gate. When Warlord Zolmaz is present and unengaged in combat, lasts for up to 2 minutes with a 5-second cooldown. Alright. Sounds like a good time. And here he is. How about you? I think they're just respawning at this point. Very rude. Alright, let's use our Visma Bomb. We got 2 enchanted Tiki Dervish Guardians. You have an enchanted Tiki? You killed my family? Yeah. Yeah, that is what happened. In fact. Hey. Key of Warlord Zolmaz. Yep. That worked out. That's still up there. Alright, beautiful. And the Tiki Guardians are kind of following us, which is fun. I think they're done. They only really work right there, so. No, they're right. They're just following us here. Hi, we brought Tiki Guardians. Fantastic. They can kind of fly, so they're having a hard time. Alright. Very good. Whoop. Journey quests with our Tiki Guardians. Here's the key. It might have been better if I hadn't asked you to bring it back here instead of heading directly to Gundrak. However, I think that it's best that you hear what else I have to say first. Rampage. Eric Erickson, there is no time left. Let's take the key and use it to unlock Akali. He's being held in the courtyard in front of Gundrak, the capital of Zoldrak. Akali's chains are secured by 4 anchor points. Let's unlock each of them to set the Rhino God free. Gundrak is teeming with ice trolls. However, I believe that if you're careful, you should be able to slip in without too much danger. Once you're done, please inform the Witch Doctor. Yeah. And you got your hex cache as you wanted. Perhaps you carry the caches within your pack even as we speak. Yep. It's full of all sorts of Drakari goodies.
Spirits be with
Just
you.
look at all that. See here, Eric Erickson. This piece you recovered vividly illustrates that the Drakari became aware of the weakening of the land with the scourge caused by their presence. The warlord felt compelled to take the opportunity this presented. He pushed the prophets to kill their gods in effort to control the power and fight back against the Lich King's forces. Either way, they are doomed. They inadvertently chose to be instrument of their own destruction. Oh, choose something here. Spell power ahead. Nah, spell power. A necklace with stamina, crit, and attack power. Worse in every way than the current necklace we have. And it doesn't even have a slot. And a plate bell spell power. Nothing really there.
Vita.
Alright. And turn in quests for these guys.
Who you be?
Tiki Warriors.
Spirits be with you, man.
That should make them think twice about making more of those things. I shudder to think what it would be like to have to fight an army of those things. Element Tamer is thoughtful for a moment. I guess it would be just like fighting the endless waves of the Scourge. Yeah, there's really nobody left to make more of the Tiki Warriors anyways. We killed everyone. So,
Bye now.
yeah.
Relax.
And Woolly Justice.
Spirits.
Score 1 for the victims, man. Spell Power Hood. Spell Power Boots. Spell Power Shoulders. Got some plate legs with strength, stamina, and hit rating. More stamina. A lot more stamina. A lot more strength. A lot of hit rating. Loses the critical strike, though. And 58 stamina is definitely not the tanking set here. Though I think I'd rather have the 65 critical strike rating than the 20 strength and 11 hit rating. The stamina on the DPS set's not a huge deal. So yeah, having that stat, all that in stamina, if that was like in agility or crit instead, this would definitely be a solid choice, but not as it stands. And a crossbow with intellect and armor penetration. Eh. We already have some armor penetration and a lot more hit rating and some crit on our current range option, so that's not too exciting either. Let's grab one of these to sell.
Stay away from them.
That's fine. Let's sell some stuff here quickly. Gray, 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 gray. It's cobalt, we'll keep that. Soulbound, stuff we didn't want. Of course, bear tail. Bunch of torches. Soulbound sword we didn't want, and that, and that. Alright, here we go.
Good to meet you.
Another pile of cobalt there. Venturing supplies. And don't really have too much left here. We need to go free Akali and check in with Bakini. And that is slightly further. Getting very, very close to Gundrak. Next time. Goodbye.